Good morning, students. Welcome to All Force e-learning classes. This is Venkateshwarlu Manchigatla, lecturer in Civics, All Force Educational Institutions, Telangana. Today, I am going to start first year political science or civics. This is intermediate first year political science or civics. In our subject, total 12 units are there. First unit is introduction of political science. Introduction of political science. Before going to explain about the topic, I am going to explain the various subjects. Generally, we know subjects are broadly divided into three categories. Subjects are broadly divided into three groups. They are, one is physical sciences, two biological sciences, three social sciences. Three social sciences. In physical sciences, physics, chemistry are the two important branches. In biology, botany and zoology are the important branches. In the same way, in social sciences, so many branches are there. So what are the important branches of social science? Important branches of social science: geography, history, political science or civics, economics, sociology, ethics, public administration, etc. So these are the various important branches of social science. Political science is one of them. Our subject is political science. Dear students, here political science is also called as civics. You don't confuse between the political science and civics. In the modern period, civics is considered as a political science. Political science explains what? Political science explains about various political associations. Political science explains about various political associations. So what are the political associations? Here, state, government and political parties. These are the important political associations. So political science explains about various political associations like state, government and political parties. Here, political science is also called as politics. So before going to explain about the politics, I am going to explain about the Aristotle. Who is Aristotle? Aristotle is regarded as a father of political science. Is called as a father of political science. Why he was called as a father of political science? Because Aristotle separated the political science from philosophy. At first, political science was a part of philosophy. He separated the political science from philosophy and developed political science as an independent subject. And he studied political science systematically, in scientific way. Hence, he was called as a father of political science. So it is one of the important two marks topic in our political science. Then Aristotle called the political science as a master science. Political science is called as a master science. Who said that? Aristotle said that. Aristotle said that political science is a master science. Why it is called as a master science? Because it includes all the activities of the individuals in the society. It covers all the activities of the individuals in the society. Hence, he called it as a master science. It is called as a master science. Then, political science is called as a politics. Political science is called as a politics in subject point of view. The word politics is derived from a Greek word polis, which means city state. It is the meaning of political science. The word politics is derived from which word? Greek word polis, P-O-L-I-S, not P-O-L-I-C-E. Polis means in Greek language city state. So what are the important city states? These city states were existed during the period of Aristotle in Greece. So what are the important city states? So many city states are there. Example: Athens, Sparta, Corinth, Milan, Macedonia, etc. These are important city states which were existed during the period of Aristotle. Once again, Athens, Sparta, Corinth, Milan, Macedonia, etc. Here, what is the reason for study about city states present now? Because our subject to political science was originated at first in Greek city states. That is the reason. Then, different political philosophers have given definition to the political science. Here, I am going to explain some definitions of political science. Definitions of political science. Here, so many political philosophers have given definitions to political science. First of all, J.W. Garner. According to him, political science begins and ends with the state. Political science begins and ends with the state. Number 2, Stephen Leacock. According to him, political science deals with government. Political science deals with government. One more writer, Robert Dahl. According to him, political science is the study of political science is the scientific study of importance of power, authority and influence. And one more definition. This definition is of two writers, namely Harold Laswell and Kaplan. According to them, politics is the study of power. Politics is the study of power. Here, dear students, you can understand all these definitions based on some aspects. Different political philosophers have given definitions to the political science based on different factors. What are the factors? Here, Garner defined the political science based on state. It is the base. Stephen Leacock has given definition based on government. Then Robert Dahl based on power, authority and influence. Harold Laswell and Kaplan based on power. Here also the political science is a study of sharing and shaping of the power. Sharing and shaping of the power. So here different political philosophers have given definitions to the political science based on state, government, power, authority, influence. These are the important definitions of political science. Here, in the examination point of view, you can remember any two definitions. Then, the most important topic in the first unit is the scope of political science. The scope of political science. Scope of political science. In scope of political science, we will study so many things. First of all, study of man in relation to society, state and government. Here, the scope of political science includes the study of man in relation to society, state and government. Here, the famous Greek political philosopher, namely Aristotle, said that man is a social animal and a political animal. Why he said that man is a social animal? Man cannot exist in the society. Man cannot exist in the society lonely. He must live in the society with the coexistence of his fellow beings. Hence, man is called as a social animal. And he also said that man is a political animal because as a member of the state, it is the duty of the man to participate in the political affairs of the state directly or indirectly. Then, particularly here, political science explains the relationship of man with society, state and government. Political science explains the relationship between man and society, between man and state, between man and government, government. Political science also explains origin, evolution and purpose of the society. Okay, the political science explains what? The origin, evolution and purpose of the society. It is about the first one, the study of man in relation to society, state and government. Then the scope of political science includes study of state. Particularly, political science deals with state. Political science deals with what? State. Some political philosophers consider the political science as a science of state. Science of state. Then, political science explains the origin, nature, functions and development of the state. It also explains the relationship between state and citizens. And one more thing is it also explains the past, present and future aspects of the state. Here the political science explains how the state was in the past, how the state is at present, how the state will be in the future. So all these aspects will come under the scope of political science. So here the political science completely related to state. The state is the center point of political science. Then it also explains government. So like state, so many political philosophers regarded political science as a study of government. So it deals with government or it studies about government. Here what is government? Now government is one of the elements of the state. Dear students, once again you remember, in political science state means country. So every state has four elements. They are: one is population, 2 territory, 3 government, 4 sovereignty. So government is one of the essential elements of the state. Here what is government? Government is one of the essential elements of the state. So without government there is no state. And one more thing, government is the agent of the state, because the government will perform all the activities of the state. Political science explains meaning, forms, organs and various functions of government. Various functions of the government. So here, what is the meaning of government? So government is the agency or machinery through which the will of the state is formulated, expressed and realized. It is one of the important 2 marks question. Okay, what is the meaning of government? So dear students, you see, government is the agency or machinery through which the will of the state is formulated, expressed and realized. This is the general definition of government. What is the government? Government is the agency or machinery through which the will of the state is formulated, expressed and realized. Will of the state formulated, expressed and realized. In other words, government is a machinery which fulfills the aims and objectives of the state. Every state has certain aims and objectives. What is the meaning of every state? The welfare of the people. Welfare of the people is one of the important aim of state. So the government will fulfill all aims and objectives of the state. Hence government is called as a an agent of the state. So meaning is over. Second thing is, every government has 3 organs. Every government has how many organs? 3 organs, namely legislature, executive, judiciary. These are the 3 organs of the government. To perform its activities, every government has how many organs? 3 organs, namely legislature, executive, judiciary. So what are the functions of these organs? Legislature function is to make laws. The function of the executive is to implement the laws. The function of the judiciary is to interpret the laws. These are the functions of the legislature. Functions of the organs of the government. And political science also explains different forms of governments. Forms are nothing but types. Okay, here are different types of governments. It explains different types of governments like monarchy, dictatorship or tyranny, aristocracy, oligarchy, polity and democracy. And some more governments also there: unitary government, federal government, parliamentary government. Okay, parliamentary system. Okay, presidential government, unitary government, federal government. These are various forms of governments. So political science explains all these forms of government, and it performs so many functions. On the behalf of the state. It performs what type of functions? Example: to maintain the law and order in the society, to provide justice to the people, to maintain the relations with other countries, to promote the welfare of the people, in which to provide health facilities, educational facilities, transport facilities, communication facilities, then to provide justice to the people, to provide justice to the people. So these are various types of functions of the government. These are the various types of functions of the government. And political science also explains about various associations and institutions, various associations and institutions in the society. In society, various types of institutions are there. So what type of institutions are there in society? Social institutions, political institutions, economic institutions, religious institutions, cultural institutions, educational institutions, health institutions, like so many institutions are there. Here the political science explains origin, nature, structure and functions of various associations and institutions in the society. Dear students, political science explains what? The origin, nature, structure, functions of various associations like social, political, economic, religious, cultural, educational, health, etc. Now here the nature, structure and functions of the various institutions are different. Various institutions are different. It also explains the relationship of these institutions with state. Okay. Here the political science explains what? The relationship of these institutions with state. Various institutions must maintain the relations with the state, because the state is the foundation for establishment of all these institutions and associations, because the state will give instructions or permissions or directions to establishment and functioning of these institutions. Means these associations will depend upon the state for their existence and survival. So without state there are no other institutions. And one more thing, these institutions will influence the life of the individuals. These institutions or associations will influence the life of the individuals, It not only influence the life of the individuals but also government. How? These institutions will influence the government while formulating and implementing various public policies for their benefits. For their benefits, they will influence the government policies. Clear? So it is the impact or the influence of various associations and institutions on the government. Dear students, so with this I am going to stop this class. So before going to stop this class, so I am revising the important points of this class. So which points we discussed in this session? 1. Meaning of political science. 2nd, about Aristotle. 3. Definitions of political science. four important points of scope of political science. In the next class, okay, I will explain the remaining points of the scope of political science. Then after we will discuss the remaining topics like the importance or the significance of the political science, then the relationship of political science with other social sciences, especially with history, economics and sociology. Okay, students, today I am going to stop this class. Okay, I will meet you in the next session. Goodbye.